Hello. Welcome back. It's been a minute again. Obviously, this will be out for the Wednesday, so I'm not really behind, but I've not picked up the camera all week. I have been ill again. Terrible flu, whatever, tonsillitis, all that malarkey. And it knocked me on my ass. But anyway, we're here. It's Sunday now, and I've been on the site for the weekend. Did some washing, still doing some washing now. Just waiting for it. I'm literally parked outside the block. Had a chilled weekend, tidied the van out a little bit, caught up with Stu, and from here I'm moving to the Broughton Arms pub stop, which is about an hour or so down the road. So I'm going to meet Stu there. I'm just going to finish this washing off. It's in the dryer now. Not really much more to say, to be honest. We're just going to crack on with the content now for the next couple of days and get a video for you guys out by Wednesday. So the weather today is absolutely crap. I'm going to show you. It's awful. Let me just slide the curtains. I don't know if you can see, but it's dull and it's raining, and yeah, that's what we're dealing with. It's been like that all weekend. So today's just been one of them days where you get up and you're just literally sitting in the van. So I've even drove up to the block so I can have a shower and do the washing, because I'm just going to get soaked. So I'm feeling much better. 4, 5, 6, well, same 4, 5, 6 days. It was more like 10 days. I felt awful. Still got the back end of it, but I'm a lot better. So the plan is get this washing done. I'm going to go put some fuel in, grab a few bits from the shop on the way through. I might just do it at the co-op here, because my fridge is looking a little empty. And then we'll drive to the pub stop. So I'll see you all when I get to the pub stop. So he's little Blue. He's having cuddles, aren't you, mate? I think he's cold. Please ignore the state of me, because I'm just like slouching on the bed. I am now at the pub stop at the Broughton Arms. We went in for ribs and bits and bobs and had a quick drink. And then that was pretty much it. We're just chilling at the moment. Blue is very tired, as you can see, and it's getting cold now, so we just thought we'd close up and chill out. I'm going to make a brew soon, but there's not really much more. I just thought I'd put a little snippet in of today, but as of tomorrow, I will get a full day of recording. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you want to say anything, Blue? Not bothered, are you? I don't know why he's slouched up here, but that's the position he's in. So yeah, if I have an update, I'll come back. Another thing, I have parked again under the tree, which is a bad mistake because I can hear the branches like scraping across the top of the roof. So if it's going to annoy me that much, I'm going to move the van, but we'll see how we get on tonight. So yeah, good night all if I don't speak to you, and I'll see you in the morning, but I might be back with another little snippet if anything happens. Well, good morning. Well, good afternoon, should I say. Coming up to probably 12-ish on a Monday. Me and Blue have been hibernating. I've just had a little bit of lunch. I had a bacon sandwich, so it was like a lunchy brunch kind of thing. The wind is absolutely terrible today. It was just rocking the van all night, and because I parked under a tree, like I said last night, the branches come over the roof and they're like squeaking on top of the rooftop, so that was kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, let Blue out for a wee. He didn't stay out there for very long because it's obviously cold for him. The plan today, it's a bit annoying really. It's not annoying, but it is. I wanted to go off and do something for the week, content-wise, because I'm not going to have much to put out on Wednesday, but I'll try and get away for a day tomorrow. I'm heading back into Stoke. I'm only 20 minutes down the road. I've got a job interview / meeting, so that's tomorrow morning. So we'll see how that goes. So today, it's not really going to be much. I'll just bring you along when I get home and want a meeting. But apart from that, I can't really record anything because there's nothing to really show you apart from I'm sitting in a van hiding from the wind at the moment. Anything else I can think of while I've got the camera out? I did want to go to Scotland, but I'm not too sure on when this is going to be now. I am going to try and get a good trip, completely off grid, either Anglesey, the lakes, or Scotland. But I think it's going to be Anglesey. I want to do the road trip round Anglesey. So that's either going to be the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks. It just depends on tomorrow to see when this job wants me to start, or if I even get it or whatever. So I've just got to wait out, and then I can make plans on where I want to go. I have got a job to do on the van when I get back. I need my cigarette lighter port, the actual port itself where you plug something in to charge, that has just given up on me. So I ordered a new one on eBay the other day and it cost me £18.37. Now, that was expensive. I went to Halfords and they have universal Chinese ones, but I didn't like them. So I thought I'd get a genuine Peugeot part. So that came the other day. That should be at my mum's now. So I'm going to record that and show you how I fit that in case anyone has the same problem. Because I did change. I've got two now. And I'll explain it when I show you the video. But one of them I've taken out as a cigarette lighter and made it into a USB and a USB-C slot. Just so I could charge and have a cigarette lighter to charge my battery pack. But it's very, very easy to do. Probably the hardest part of doing it is taking the plastic trim off from the dashboard. But once I get back and get the part, I'll do a little video on that, and I'll add this into here just to break it up a bit because there's not going to be much more. And then it'll just be a quick tidy of the van. But to be honest, I've done all my washing yesterday. It's pretty spotless at the moment. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I am home. So yeah, see you in a bit. Just a quick update. I am back at Stoke, and I'll do a quick little video on this in case anyone has a Peugeot Boxer. These two here are obviously cigarette lighters. I've changed this one to a USB and a USB-C, as you can see. And the other one is just the 12-volt cigarette lighter, which has failed. It doesn't work. So to take these out, to change them, you have a little cup holder in here, and there's a little rubber bit over the top. So yeah, there's like a rubber bit. Just get a flathead behind it and prise it up. It will go, and then take that away. And then let me just put my screw down so I don't lose them. And then underneath, there's like a star style screw. So just take that out with whatever you've got. I don't really know tools very well. I just know how to do things. So yeah, take that out and make sure you don't lose your screws. And then this here, this will be clipped in, but if you just, it'll be loose. So just prise it and it'll come away from the trim. And then once you've got it away, you've got the 2 ports underneath. So bear with me a sec while I just disconnect, and then I'll explain how I'm going to get that one out. I'm going to try my best to do this one-handed. So I've taken it off. This was the unit here with the 2, as you can see, the 2 12-volt cigarette lighters. And then this one is like your controls on the front, so your locks and stuff like that. So the easiest way that I found is to disconnect it all and take it off, and then you can work with this. So this brown one here, this black bit slides over, and then that comes out. And then with these ones can be quite complicated if you don't really know, but you have to sort of push and pull out. And you can see on this one, on this grey one here, once you push that little bit in, it'll come out. So if I push that and pull, it'll come out. I can't do it one-handed, so I'll just take them out and then I'll be back. If I show you now, I've loosened them. I have pulled this one across and over, and as you pull it over, this black lever, this here, this is really difficult with one hand, this here will just pop up, way down, and then that will just slide out. And with this one, God, this is so difficult when you're trying to do 2 things at the same time. This one here, I've pushed it and pulled out, and that'll be the same for this grey one. So I'm going to do that one now, and then I'll be back. It's very, very difficult with one hand. Now got this away. This is completely off. So they're the 2 12-volts cigarette lighters. Obviously that one's changed to a USB-C because I changed that myself. But the adapter does not change. So if you do want to change it, you just need to buy yourself a USB-C and a USB slot, and then the adapter is exactly the same. They fit. So the next part is this. This just comes out really simple. It's just a case of twisting and pushing it out, and it will slide straight out. So the old ones come out. It did take a bit of persuasion, but they do just slot out. There is 2 little grippers on the new ones, and you can push and then it will come out. This old one didn't have the grippers, so it was a bit of a CUNT to get out. But as you can see, this one is absolutely worn, and obviously it gets caped up in the plastic, so it's really difficult to get it out the hole. But the new ones, I do find that they've got the new clips, so they're a lot easier to take in and out. So I've got the new one here. If I show you, just bear with me a second. Right, so this is the new one. It's the whole new unit, so I ain't got to worry about the plastic covering because that one was gone anyway. It's rattly, as you can hear. So I'm going to put this in now, that way, in, and push these clips down, and it'll slot straight in. So I'll do that and I'll come back. Just back again, this one's going in. Don't be afraid as well, guys, when you're putting these in, that you feel like you're going to snap them. This just lines up with there's like a gap. I don't know if I can show you. Hold on. There's like a notch on the outside there. Can you see it? That obviously lines up with the notch on the actual plastic trim. But there's 2 little plastic bits, but you've really got to push. So if I just push, I'll show you. They just go in eventually. But once they're in, they don't come back out. So I'm going to get this one in, get it straight, and then I'll show you. Literally, I've just pushed that very, very firmly, but it's now locked in. So that is not going anywhere. As you can see, it's literally solid. So it's just a case now of turning this round, plugging the 2 wires back in, how they went in, and then the brown one. So I'll clip all them back in, put it on here, and then I'll show you how I put it back in there. But that is very, very simple. Just make sure they're all lined up correctly. And they'll clip in the 2 greys. The brown, make sure the lever is all the way across and then in. And as you start to pull the lever towards the right, it'll slot in back into that. So I'll do that, and then so yeah, okay, back at the moment. Another one-handed job, just so I show you. Them 2 have clipped in. Just push that plastic bit down when you go in, just so you don't snap it, but you probably won't anyway. This one I put in, the lever is to the left. As I've pushed in, I'm going to slide that plaque thing up, and you see how it's dropped in, and you're just going to keep going and keep going. It might need a little push at the same time, but that will clip over that now, and that's now in. So it's very, very simple. Actually, that needs to go a little bit more, my mistake. And now it's clipped. You just heard it clip. So that's now in, and then this will go back up onto here, and you've got to be a bit forceful again, but don't worry, you're not going to break it. It's just you have to clip in. So find where it's level and sort of just get it in there. So I'll do that and I'll come back to you. In as we go. I have done this before, but I always forget. This, you'll have trouble getting this in. It won't line up correctly. So I found from just doing it, this is my first time or second, that put this end in first, really get it under and push. Now that's in and it's locked. Where if you do this end first, this doesn't sit flush with the trim. And then it's this bit next. So now you've got that in, that will just sort of go in. So watch in a second when I get it in. You've got to really give it a bit of persuasion. But once it's in and it's locked, then it's good to go. So that's now in. See how it's all flush, 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 flush. And then you're going to screw the screw back in. That's the way I've done it. There probably is other ways, but if you put that end in first, this doesn't sit flush. So doing it that way first and getting that in, and then you secure this in, and then once you put that in, as you can see, that's not going anywhere. So yeah, one new switch, 12 volt socket, sorry, and that took say 5 minutes. So I'll screw that in and then I'll come back to you. And boom, just like that, done. It's very, very simple. It looks complicated, but now that is now in. There's always been play in it because it's just trim, but yeah, that's done.